Well, I'm wondering, are we live or are we?
Well, that was weird.
This is a reminder. Get up.
Good morning.
This is a reminder. Get up. Harry, here is a reminder. Take my pills.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful Monday so far. Lana said she will be right back. Izzy, I hope you're doing well today. Thank you for joining us. And Michelle, I'm so happy that you are here. Yes, once again, I messed up on the timing, but you know what? That's okay. I figured if Hobie Bingo was going to play anyway, we're all women. We can multitask, can't we? So anyway, but I did just find out that
That's
it's
right.
canceled. Yep. But it's canceled. So, everything came out in the wash, as they normally say. So how is everyone doing? Like we always like to ask, what's your temperature? What's in your cup? And what are you working on? Carrie, I'm going to start with you.
It's 46 here. And you know what? It doesn't seem like 46.
Oh.
It seems like it's a little bit warmer than 46. But I'm drinking coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm working on. Now, I have a question for you guys. I'm working on my Odyssey from Anya from Ophelia Talks.
Yes, isn't that beautiful? I just love that, and I especially love the colors that you've chosen.
So, well, this was a kit that she had. So these 4 rows, the blue rows, are the wrong color.
They're the wrong color?
They were supposed to be denim. This color is sea glass, which is more of a teal.
Right.
And then I was supposed to use this color, and I thought, I'm not going to rip that out. I'll just use, if they have another sea glass one, I'll just use denim for sea glass.
Right.
I didn't want to rip it out again or rip it out, I don't need
Yeah, I
anything
wouldn't do
anymore.
that.
But
I wouldn't do that.
so what would you have done? Would you? It's getting so big. Okay, where's my yarn? But anyway, so there you have it. Mine's the wrong color. It's supposed to be this color. And it's,
like I said, I wouldn't rip it out.
So it's supposed to be this color, but I did it in this color. So I'm just going to use this one the next time this one's called for. Because you get enough yarn. I'm not worried about running out of yarn. And even if I do run out of yarn, I can always order a skein from her. And so,
yeah,
there you have it. And there's 4 more of these. After I get done with this light blue, it's called Robin's Egg.
Right.
I have another set of this that's supposed to be denim. I'm going to use the sea glass.
Gotcha.
So it'll look even.
Right. Right.
Hi, Connie.
Good morning, Connie. How are you, sweetie?
Hi, Michelle. Hi, Izzy. Hi, Lana.
Well, it says it is 66 degrees here, but like you, I think it feels a little bit warmer. Of course, I guess it depends on if you stand in the sun or in the shade. There's just a little bit, just a tiny bit of a breeze going on, but it is extremely pleasant this morning. However, I do believe it's supposed to get into the 90s a little later on. So definitely summer has arrived here in North Texas. I am currently finishing up the cactus section of my desert cactus, and y'all will be seeing a little clip of that later this afternoon. And I am drinking what's called watermelon tea today. I've already had my coffee, so I've already switched over to my tea. There's a tea shop here that Beth loves to go and get her tea from, and you can have it flavored with different juices. And so right at first I was a little, well, I love watermelon. I do love peach tea when it's cold. I don't care for it when it's hot. So I do drink a lot of peach tea. But this ain't too bad. It cuts it gives it just enough sweetness without being sweet. So good morning, Mama Gwen. How are you, sweetie? So glad you ladies are here.
Good morning, Mama Gwen. Well, I do have how was your Mother's Day?
My Mother's Day was super awesome. Got to spend most of the day with our youngest grandson, Jackson. Oh my gosh, we had a ball. Wayne was still working on his daughter's pergola out front. And so took Jackson out front because the dogs were in the back, and they are big, much bigger than he. Gonna play with him, and without meaning to, they're going to knock him down because, like I said, they're bigger than him. So anyway, we get out in the front yard, and he found a shovel, and Aunt Beth said it was okay if he wanted to dig up some dirt, just throw it over into this hole that was in one of her flower beds. So, oh my gosh, folks, he was out there just to dig in. His uncle showed him how to hit the shovel down, tap it with your foot and then lean it back so you can get some dirt and pick it up, and he'd take it and dump it. Oh my goodness, he was just so good at that. And then he decided he wanted to bring out some, little trucks and tractors that are construction like, the bulldozer and the little dump truck and stuff like that. So he had a ball playing outside, and we had a ball just watching him and listening to him chatter. And it was really a lot of fun. Honestly.
Cool.
Good morning, Laura, sweetie. How are you? Oh, you're going to be doing some dining.
Good morning, Laura. Well, cool.
Yeah.
So I didn't do anything on Mother's Day, but I went to my mom's on Saturday. Hi, Olga.
Hello,
and
Olga.
my grandson and my son were there, along with Carly and Jason and I and my mom and my oldest grandson, Bronte. And again, I forgot to get a picture of my oldest grandson.
Oh, goodness.
Anyway. But that's the baby. He's doing good.
That's awesome.
4 months old. He'll be 5. He'll be 5 months, May 25th.
I used to tell my kids, once the babies got here, the parents become, they kind of just get lost in the background. It's all about the babies. Good morning, Heidi. How are you?
Good morning, Heidi.
That's okay, Lana. Says she's watching on the TV, for everyone to have a good day. Sweetheart, you just sit back, relax, and listen to his chatter. That's all right. What are you doing over here? Nope. Nah. Dear Marie.
Mm-hmm.
She has found a bag on the floor. And for some reason, she just loves, I keep saying that honestly, the only reason why she wants to get into the bag is to see what's in there. But you know, their little puppy claws, they can tear up your project that you're working on. About like cats.
Right.
So I bet you're all wondering about the topic for today. I was telling Carrie that when I set up the live, it was like, this is Monday. What in the world are we going to talk about? Oh, Heidi. Well, hopefully while you're in here with us today, you'll get a chuckle or two and it'll lift your spirits. So I didn't want to talk about Mother's Day anymore because we seemed to talk about that all last week and definitely yesterday. And that little ditty, if a woodchuck could chuck wood, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck? Popped in my head. And I thought, hey, you know what? That's kind of cute. What if we talked about, not necessarily if we know how much wood a woodchuck could chuck, but wouldn't it be cool to kind of share some of the what my kids would consider nowadays to be an off the wall? Oh, no, 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 no. How did you get that out of there? Oh, she got it out, folks. You little monkey. Says, but Mom, I like that. Good morning, Amy. Oh, she is outside with the kids today. That's awesome. Oh, Ellie. Good morning, Maureen, Carrie, and everyone in the chat. Been listening and driving, but just got where I'm visiting my mother-in-law, so we'll have you. So we'll have you running. Well, thank you so much, sweetheart. Laura has this on the big screen. Y'all pass on the old nursery rhymes and slap games we played as kids to your grandkids. Oh, yes, I do. I would even pass it on to my kids in my classrooms, you know. Yeah. So, like I said, I just thought maybe we'd share some of those that we grew up with and see if anyone can come up with a really, really old one. So I did the first one. If a woodchuck could chuck wood, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck? Don't know the answer to it, do you?
Hi, Trisha. How about I'm finer than a frog here split in two?
There you go. Carrie's dropped hers.
I thought that's what we were going to talk about. We're going to talk about nursery rhymes.
That would work as well.
What are you talking
Hello,
about?
Trisha, sweetheart. I am so happy that you're here with us. And there's Darcia.
Hi,
Heidi said,
Darcia.
because I did not sleep well all night. My arms and hands hurt all night long. Woke up super swollen. Oh my goodness, sweetie. Ring around the rosies, a pocket full of posies. Ring around the jersey, I can feel a posy. I didn't hear it quite that way.
Me either.
I wonder if autocorrect jumped in there for a minute on her. We used to do that a lot. Remember the big old, what are they called? You know, you'd get on them and push them around and around and around. Oh my goodness.
I can't remember what they're called.
Yeah, my fibro is worse when it's warmer. Oh, I swell from it. Okay, yes. I understand that. Well, I am so sorry that you were hurting today, Heidi, but maybe that cream will help you out here. And like I said, just listening to us here in the chat, excuse me, will lift your spirits a little bit. Miss Mary Black, all dressed in black with all those buttons down her back. Oh, I haven't heard that one in a long time.
Or say, oh, playmate. Say, oh, playmate, come out and play with me and bring your daughters 3.
Yep. Yeah. Miss Mary Mac. Yes. Good morning, Manuela. How are you, sweetheart? Thank you for joining us today. We are talking about old sayings, old nursery rhymes. Just kind of thought we'd do something a little different today, especially with it being a Monday. Carrie was saying earlier, she knows that Wayne is still off right now, and she told him, well, he ought to have Mondays off. And I said, no, because then Tuesdays would become the new Mondays. Remember, we had that conversation a couple of weeks ago? Wasn't it called a roundabout? No. That's not what we called it.
Merry-go-round.
Merry-go-round. Thank you. There we go. Good morning, Rachel. How are you? Love the purple flowers in the background. Thank you so much. That's right. You counted the buttons on her back, and that's how many times you jumped. That's right. And patty cake baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Let's see. Little bunny foo-foo. Hopping through the forest. That's about all I can remember. Used to do that one with the kids.
Little bunny foo-foo, hopping through the forest, ripping up the field mice and popping them on the head.
There you go.
Came the... I can't remember what they called her. And she said, little bunny foo-foo, I don't want to see you picking up the field mice and popping them on the head.
Yep. But did he listen? No. He kept hopping through the forest and picking up the field mice and popping them on the head. This little piggy went to market. This little piggy stayed home. Yep. Pop goes the weasel. There you go, Darcia. Yes. Round and round the mulberry bush. The monkey chased the weasel.
He's the weasel.
We were doing this one just the other day. Don't ask me why, because I don't know why it came up in the conversation. 10 little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Now there's 9 little monkeys jumping in the bed. Hello, Jay. How are you, sweetheart? Thank you for joining us on this wonderful Monday. We're talking about old nursery rhymes. And I think it was Mama Gwen that said old card games, old maid. Oh, you're welcome, Rachel. These are such fun memories. We used to play lots of different variations of old maid. Of course, if you got the old maid, you tried to get rid of it. And then we would turn it around and say you wanted the old maid because you would be the winner. And war with the cards. Oh, my goodness. We loved that one. This old man, he played one. He played knick-knack on my thumb. Yes, with a knick-knack paddywhack. Give the dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. Yours is a little bit different. Knick-knack on my thumb with a knick-knack patty. I bet that was supposed to say knick-knack paddywhack. Knick-knack paddywhack. White snowman came rolling home. I don't know if you just had a different version, Gwen, or if your autocorrect is really messing up what you're trying to tell us. Oh, Jay said, I finished that shawl and I'm now working on a king-size blanket with a 5mm hook. Oh, girlfriend, I hope there's not a time limit on which to get that done. Which blanket are you working on? Yes, Little Red Riding Hood, the three bears, the three little pigs. Old MacDonald had a farm. Exactly, Darcia. Yes. In fact, you know what's already going through my head? That song, Little Red Riding Hood. Oh, goodness gracious. All right.
Little Riding Hood,
Mhm. Yep.
you sure are looking good. You're everything a big bad wolf could want.
Mhm. No time limit. That's good. And I'm using a 3D stitch off of YouTube, but you
A
forgot which one.
3D stitch.
Okay. Itsy bitsy spider. Yes, ma'am. Oh, you're watching. Well, good, Julie. I'm so glad that you're here. She says she's watching on the TV. That's awesome,
Hi,
sweetheart.
Julie.
Oh, knick knack, patty whack, give the dog a bone. There you go. This old man came rolling home. Yes, the lady who lived in the shoe, she had so many children, she didn't know what to do. The little red hen. Now that's the one that, or is it the story? Oh, Izzy. Well, I'm glad you were able to get in here. Amy, yes, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. Oh, I hear you there, Jay. She said she picked this particular stitch because if it's a one row repeat, so if I put it down, it's easy to pick back up. I hear you there, girlfriend. One just popped in my. Oh, I was going to ask the little red hen. Is that the one that plants and then harvests and then grinds up? Because she kept asking everybody to help her. Nobody wanted to help until after she made the bread with it, and then everybody was going to be there to eat it. Bingo! That's right, the puppy dog. Bingo, and then you'd start dropping off letters. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, shut the door. 5, 6, pick up sticks. 7, 8, lay them straight. 9, 10, the big fat hen, and let's do it all over again. That's right. And the ABC song. Remember, you'd sing all the way through the letters, and then can you sing it with me? I named my Oh, Heidi, bingo, because of the song. Good morning, DK Jen. She said she couldn't get online quick enough. Oh, my goodness. Well, DK Jen, we are talking about nursery rhymes, stories, card games. You may have already heard quite a few we've already listed. And you know, that really is a funny thing because a lot of our nursery rhymes and things were brought to us from over across the pond where Jennifer lives. Remember Ring Around the Rosies, this pocket full of posies, ashes, ashes, we all fall down. The mouse ran up the clock. That's right. Oh,
Hickory
mother
dickory dock.
Mm-hmm. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 1 and down he run. Hickory dickory dock. Always wondered why he stayed up in the top of the clock until it struck 1. You know, there are so many stories around some of the nursery rhymes we have. One that I can really remember is the Ring Around the Rosies. I think that came out of the Black Plague epidemic. Is that right? because they had to, London Bridge is falling down, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because they burned the bodies, didn't they? And until they could get to everyone that died from it, they would put posies, the little flowers, to take care of the smell. And then it became a little,
I don't remember that.
little nursery rhyme. Yep. There was an old woman who, yes, the old lady that swallowed a fly.
There was an old lady that swallowed a fly.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that.
Yep. Uh,
Ew, she swallowed a fly.
um, oh, it's a little song now. Buy Me a Mockingbird. Why is it so hard to come to my head? And if that mockingbird don't sing, Dad's going to buy me a diamond ring. And if that diamond ring don't shine,
Oh, Daddy's going to buy me a.
I know. I think that's correct. I know it was created to teach people what to look for. There you go. Thank you, Mama Gwen, about the ring around the rosies. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. Mama's going to sing you a lullaby. Hello, Diane.
Hi, Diane.
How are you doing, sweetie? I'm so happy to see you today. Been a bit. I know you've been busy. What's the other lullaby song? He's going to buy me a mockingbird. There you go. There you go. There you go. I knew, Mama Gwen. The ring around the rosies was a rash that indicated that you were sick, and the pocket full of posies with 2 to keep the smell of all the dead people from you. There you go. See? I remembered a little bit of history. Poke, poke, Carrie, Diane saying.
Poke, poke, Diane.
Oh, goodness. Isn't it funny that whenever you want to think of things, you can't? So I was sitting here thinking, man, this is going to be easy. Oh, my word. The Mockingbird was your mother's favorite, Gwen? Aw. What's the one about the maypole?
I can't stop yawning.
Yes, Diane, I did. I was telling everyone earlier that our youngest grandson came over and spent the day with us yesterday. It really was fantastic to see him having a good time outside. You know, his mama was not feeling good, so she asked if he could come over for a little while so she could have a break. And so, yes, he did. She was able to get a nap in and a very peaceful, quiet, shower without a little one knocking on the door or wanting to know what you're doing or needing your attention. So it was a nice Mother's Day for her as well, but we got to spend time with him, and it was nice, to get to be a grandma to him and not have to worry about Mama being there. And if I was going to let him do something, she wouldn't let him do, because, grandmas have got to have a little bit of fun with the grandkids, right? Before you send them back home. Stuck to the hip day.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Uh-huh. Yes, yes, yes. And then we sat on the couch for a little while, and YouTube has somebody has a channel there. Many of you that have grandkids or even little kids, you might know this. There's a channel in which this guy builds all these marble ramps and things, and they just start letting the marbles go, and oh my goodness, just do all this loop loop and stuff like that. And he had a ball sitting there watching it. But it was really funny because in the beginning, they start very simple, and he just sit there and go, "This is boring. This is boring." And I said, "Well, wait a minute, wait a minute. They're going to show you how it builds and how they,
How
make
old
it."
is he?
4. Yes.
Mm.
This is boring.
And that's Jackson, right? Jackson?
Oh, do what? That's Jackson. Yes, the little one. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we did have a good time. So thank you for asking. I appreciate that. So we're going to take a little pause here and have Carrie do our devotional for the day. I'm so sorry. Thought I had that off. It's off now.
The thirst of the soul. Jesus replied, "Anyone who drinks this water will soon become thirsty again. But those who drink the water I give will never be thirsty again. It becomes a fresh, bubbly spring within them, giving them eternal life." John 4:13 and 14. My friend Trisha had all kinds of friends in high places. She was rich, beautiful, and famous. People adored her, but it just wasn't enough. Spiritually, she experienced the religious smorgasbord, dabbling in Catholicism, Protestantism, Mormonism, Buddhism, Hinduism, astral, astral projection, and various new age pursuits.
Wow.
But despite all of her efforts, Trisha found herself in the early 40s unsettled, unfulfilled, and unhappy, divorced and jaded. She had found nothing that could quench the deep, racking thirst within her for love, real love, forever love. Then she met Jesus. Trisha was blown away by pure, authentic love, and once Trisha devoted herself to the lover of her soul, his incredible love permeated every area of her life, her parched heart and her thirsty soul. Dear Papa God, remind me that only you satisfy every desire of my soul. Amen.
Amen. That's right, Diane. That was a lot of isms, isn't it? Boy, she really
There's
looked like
only
she was
one
looking for
left
something.
in this book. Is there something wrong with my computer? Or is it Maureen's computer? It's Maureen's computer. Well, hello, everyone. I hope she didn't just lose internet. Magical Maureen. Yeah, she disappeared. She did. Hi, Lulu. She did fall out the window. I hope she's coming back. Well, so for those of you who didn't get to see my blanket, Let me show it again. Whoops. And she does a really nice, so it's going to have an envelope border, but Anya, the way that she does it, you do window rows and then you do a chain before every border stitch. And so it makes it easier to do the border. I'm excited. I can't wait. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I hope everyone had a wonderful Mother's Day. Isn't that nice? And it went rather quickly too. I just sat here and crocheted with friends. Oh, that's not true. I ended up going to Joann's and I could show you the yarn that I got. Do you guys want to see it? I got All Value Plus. Let me know if you want to see it. I'll show you. I got 5 skeins of ivory, 2 skeins of cream, 1 blue Caribbean, 2 red, 1 varsity blue. Yay, yarn. Okay, I'll show it. Kat, you're going to have to find somewhere to go. And not only did I get yarn, but I've been trying really hard to use Susan Bates because I'm a boy girl. And I really like these. I really like them a lot. I like the way they grab it and it doesn't change your tension. I mean, I can say that's one of the things. Whoops. So Jason found me a N, which is a 10. It's so big. I mean, even the handle's huge. But he also found me, where did the little ones go? Are these them? Nope. Here they are. So this is a B1 2.25. My son and I baked cookies and watched movies yesterday, and today we are dealing with the red flag warning. Oh no, here in Wisconsin. Hi, little Carrie. And then I got a 2.75, which is a C2. So I'm going to try these with thread and see how they work. But let me get the yarn. Well, so since Carrie's here, while I was at Joann's, she asked me to look and see if they had Spirit in Big Twist Living. And I'm like, if you can't find it, we probably don't have it. And she goes, it's purple and white. And I was like, purple and white? I don't see any purple and white. And then I saw the picture and I was like, oh, it's got orange in it. Jason went right to it. So we got 8 of these. Now, what they're going to do, what I think they're going to do, and she can tell me if I'm wrong or right, is they're making hearts with all of the, oh God, I went brain dead. With all of the pride colors there, finally. And this happens to be the pride flag of lesbians. And she couldn't find it, and Trevor's been looking all over for it. So I think what they're going to do is they're making these amigurumi bears, and they're about this big. And they have a little heart, and I think they're going to make the hearts out of this. But I'm not sure. That's my guess. So let me get some yarn. Yeah, Trevor wants to have a pride event where he makes bears and hearts for them to hold the pride colors. I'm going to help Trevor with this event. Yep. Sorry, I missed chat. Mama keeps talking to me. Oh, you're fine, Jen. Okay. So I got two of these. This is watermelon. It's a really, it really is a watermelon color. Like the Jolly Ranchers watermelon. This is the ivory that I got 5 of. And this is the Caribbean blue. Then cream. Now, if you put the ivory and the cream together, this looks like it's a light tan. It looks like a dirty cream. And then I got Varsity Red. I got 2 of those. But I went with the goal of just getting Value Pound Plus, because they've got, let me give you the deets on this. So it's 1,093 yards, 17.6 ounces, or 1,000 meters and 500 grams. And it takes a 5mm H hook. It's a number 4 medium. It takes 3 of these to make a blanket. But I'm not going to do the big blanket. I'm going to do the little blanket. I'm making blankets for Ronald McDonald House. So there's that one. And then I got teal and hot pink and a varsity blue. That's all. Any more jumbo skeins? You definitely have a way with way more of the big twist value skeins than we do. Hi Barbara. Let me put this up and then I'll answer that question. Oh no, it didn't happen. Oh, I'm making a mess. All my darning needles fell. Okay. God. There. Oh, goodness. So I probably won't buy anymore. I gotta save money for June so we can go to Fiber Fusion. So that'll be my goal. Thank you, Darcia. So I got the watermelon and the cream to go together, and I figured that would make 3 Afghans or throws. But yeah, let me call Maureen and see if she's coming back, because I can't end this live. Well, her phone's not working either. There it goes. Yeah, either Maureen, she did lose internet. And I can't end the live. Not that I want to end it right this minute anyway. We still got 15 minutes, but I mean, even let's try one more time. Maybe she can come back on her phone. Hello?
More of what we've always had before.
Hello? Maureen? That's just weird. Run the intermission video. I don't think I can't do anything because we're not on my StreamYard, we're on Froggy's StreamYard. Oh, the other combos are Varsity Red and Varsity Blue, and then Varsity Red and Blue Caribbean. Then the teal and the hot pink are going to go together. And I think that's all. I was really upset that they didn't have any black. But, oh well. I'll call her and see if she can. She's probably still sleeping. Well, we'll just see how it goes. Hopefully she comes back. You can tell what side of my head that I lay on. Anyway, so any more nursery rhymes that you guys can think of? I can't think of any. Gotta have a mess to clean up. A mess, I say a mess. I mean, I can't even tell who else here. I mean, I can see your chat, but I can't see how many people are here. I can't see, I can see the timer. I don't know. I don't think it does. You have to literally push end in StreamYard. Oh, that would be cool, Carrie. It's magenta, not hot pink. Just close my laptop. $14 watching and 20 thumbs. That's good. 20 thumbs is nice. Well, I can just close out of this, but it's not gonna. Hubby took my car this morning for his interview. Oh, yeah. Oh, let's say a quick prayer for Spencer. Dear Lord, let Spencer do really well on the second interview and just nail it. He's got a great opportunity at this company. They have pensions. I mean, pensions aren't even, they're a thing of the past, but this company has pensions, Lord, and we want, well, what we want doesn't matter, but we pray that this is something that you want and that you will help him through. Amen. You're welcome. Oh, let me try calling her again. Thank you, you guys. No answer. Here, I'll text her. Maybe that'll get to her. Um, oh, yeah, Humpty Dumpty. Sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty Dumpty back together again. Gosh. I'm going to look up nursery rhymes. Nursery rhymes. Skip to my loo. Little Jack Corner. Little Jack. I can't remember what that was. This little pig of mine, this little pig, the toes, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Six little ducks. Sing a song of sixpence. Writing on the wall. Da, 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 da. Boy, this is bringing back some stuff. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Bloop, bloop. Hi, Sonia. How are you? Baba Black Sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir, yes, sir. 3 bags full. Pancake. The hokey pokey. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle, here is my spout. When I get all steamed up, hear me shout. Lift me up and pour me out. I don't know. If you're happy and you know it, twinkle, twinkle, little star. Apples and bananas. Never even heard of apples and bananas. The sleeping bunnies. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. Yes, yes, the vegetable song. Little Bo Peep, yep. ABC song with balloons. Hey, Diddy Diddy, the cat and the fiddle. Yeah, tip me over and pour me out. Bye, Jennifer. You have a great one. The itsy bitsy spider crawled up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain, and the itsy bitsy spider crawled up the spout again. Well, I'm going to go to this live because I seriously think if I leave, it's going to keep going. Okay, there. Now I can see the chat. Can anybody think of any more? I can't think of any more. Guys, I don't know what to do. Because all I have the option to do is leave studio. And I think if I leave the studio, the thing will still go on until she comes in and turns it off. I don't know. Well, I guess. I don't even know who's live next. I will be live at noon Pacific time, 3 Eastern today. So, hope to see you all there. Well, it's 9 o'clock. I am going to go, and hopefully this will end. I don't know. I've never had this happen before. Yeah, Diane, good to see you too. Love you. Love you all. Little Boy Blue and the Man in the Moon. There you go, Barbara. Good to see you guys. I love you. Take care. Be kind. And remember, one random act of kindness can change the world.